One of the most important things about an NFL team is the brand of the NFL team, the identity. Well, every team had their identity and is based off the uniform and the name. But the uniform identifies everybody who you are. In any sport, every fan has their favorite uniform of their favorite team, and the franchise of a certain era and how good they are or how bad the team is based off the uniform as well. Which leads to the question, what is the best all-time uniform for each NFL team, all 32 teams? So we start off with the Arizona Cardinals, and the Arizona Cardinals always had slick uniforms back when they were the St. Louis Cardinals all the way till now. And my favorite uniform for the Arizona Cardinals is from 2005 all the way till 2022, and it's the all red uniform. I love the red and white and the white and red always, but the all reds are something different. I love how it's all red, and red is not my favorite color. It just matches the team's perspective and like identity of who they are. For a traditional alternate for a lot of teams that have the same color, like all green, all red, all blue uniforms, Arizona Cardinals has one of the best all color alternate uniform, and it fits their identity as a team. As an honorable mention, I also like the 2022 Arizona Cardinals black cherry helmet with their all black uniform. It looks really good, and it fits the identity of the new Kyler Murray era. Next up is the Atlanta Falcons, one of the most electric and exciting uniforms ever wore, and actually very noticeable on the field. Is they used to have the red helmets back in the 1970s and back in the 80s, and then the 90s they were all in black. They had the black Dirty Bird helmets. And then you got the best uniform of their franchise history is from 2003 that did not start it out very good, is when Michael Vick broke his leg in the second preseason game and missed 11 games to start the season. But my favorite 2003 through 2020 uniform out of this collection was the black jersey with the red sleeves on it. This was a clean look with the white pants. It was a great signature look. Basically, this was the Michael Vick team look right here. That symbolized like this is Michael Vick's team in that era, how he took over as a starter and propelled himself into greatness during that time. And that's his signature look. As you remember, Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons through his time at Atlanta. The next team up is the Baltimore Ravens, and the Baltimore Ravens had similar uniforms since 1996 with different concepts with the black and the purple and the white. It's surely not the all purple with the gold numbers. That was an ugly uniform. But my favorite uniform is the all black alternate uniform that actually debuted in 2005. It gave that edge. It gave it like a Ray Lewis kind of edge and feel. It gave it the intimidation vibes with a great defense with Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed back in the day. It just gave that intimidating vibes with this team in that kind of era, and they still wearing them today. So the Buffalo Bills had a bunch of interesting uniforms throughout the franchise's history. It went from the standing buffalo to the charging white buffalo helmet to the red charging buffalo helmet with those ugly navy blue, all navy blue uniforms, and something with navy blue or white around the collar. That was the ugly part. But the best all-time uniform for the Buffalo Bills is the standing buffalo helmet, the white standing buffalo helmet with the white jersey and the blue pants that debuted in 1973 with the red stripes around them. It looks super clean, and that was actually the only time and the last time they actually wore those uniforms with the standing buffalo on the helmet. Ever since 1996 that the Carolina Panthers started their debut season in the NFL, they never really had much to choose from in uniform base wise. Yeah, they had black, white, or teal, and all their uniforms look great and look fine to me, and I'm assuming everybody else thinks the same. But the alternate for the Carolina Panthers, that's a lot of teal. But the best all-time uniform for the Carolina Panthers is their away uniform from 2000 through through the present day. The white uniform with the black pants and the silver Carolina Panther helmet is one of the best looks ever. Like I said again, the black has a little bit more pop to it, but the alternate teal uniform is a lot of teal. The Chicago Bears, what else can I say? The Chicago Bears traditional home look has them traditional old school values to the team. It brings out their identity of who they are. Their home and away uniforms from 1973 through present day is one of the best uniforms in the NFL. For the Cincinnati Bengals, their uniforms most strictly stay the same, a little change here and there. But let me say this, their best all-time uniform is not only they have the Bengal regular orange and black, well, there is a snow tiger, and I'm glad they brought these out because in 2022, the Cincinnati Bengals actually debuted their best all-time uniform, the snow tiger look. It looked great. The white helmet and the white uniform with the black tiger stripes. Man, there are actually two different types of tigers, the regular orange and black and the white and black. The Cleveland Browns, well, there's not much to pick here. Orange, white, and brown, very odd color combinations. The best all-time uniform for the Cleveland Browns is the 2003 home uniform, the brown jersey, the white pants with the orange stripe in the middle of them. It actually gave back the traditional feels of the franchise. The Dallas Cowboys have the most recognizable uniforms, and their best all-time uniform is actually their away uniform, but it's actually the primary uniform with their iconic star silver helmet with the white jersey and silver pants with the simple blue stripes around the shoulders and going down the leg. And it's an iconic look for the franchise and all of the NFL to recognize that team. When talking about the Denver Broncos' best all-time jersey, it gotta be about the Orange Crush jersey. Those Orange Crush was awesome looking. Those jerseys are the signature of Shannon Sharpe and John Elway in the beginning of their career, and lots of failed Super Bowls in their career, but they gave out a lot of great memories and physical toughness and intimidation in that jersey. For the Detroit Lions, you always see their classic uniform with the old school lion logo, the silver helmet, the silver pants, the white jersey, the blue jersey, the block numbers. Back in the 90s, they were good. Let me tell you something. The 2023 Color Rush uniform of the Detroit Lions is the best alternate. It's actually not just the best alternate jersey in the NFL in today, but this is their all-time jersey, the best all-time jersey. They have awesome gray uniform color rush that actually matches with who they are and the primary colors. And then they have this light blue Honolulu blue helmet with a traditional iconic logo back in the day when they first started in the NFL as a tribute of their franchise, and it's an awesome tribute to their old franchise. And it's just one of the best iconic looks I ever seen. What a tribute for the Detroit Lions for honoring who they are as a franchise. The Green Bay Packers all-time best jersey is their home jersey they often wear all the time, is from 1961 through present day. What more can I say? I love the traditional look that kept going. Sometimes they bring back the throwback jerseys for the Green Bay Packers, and none of them look as good as the one they wore ever since 1961. Since starting in 2002 as a franchise, the Houston Texans have not changed their uniform at all. If there was a tiny little difference, we did not see the difference. Their best all-time jersey so far is the home jersey, the home navy blue jersey. For the Indianapolis Colts, their home blue jerseys are just a chef's kiss for sure. They never have changed since 1988. They nailed this one since they started and debuted this home jersey, and they even have the shoulder stripes. This is basically the signature of, like, that's Peyton Manning right there. Ever since they started in 1995, the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't really have a change to their uniform except for the font of the numbers, a time or two with the stripes around the sleeves and stuff, under the sleeves. Well, until in 2013, they had a drastic change. They have a weird Garrett helmet that had gold in the back, new logo. That was not the best look, but their best all-time uniform was the green teal jersey with the black pants. And that was a good combination. Not too much teal, but also the black was actually complements the teal a lot. This reminds me of the Fred Taylor days, the Mark Brunell days, Byron Leftwich, David Garrard kind of days. Those guys before Maurice Jones-Drew. Ever since 1969, the Kansas City Chiefs have actually got it right and never changed it. Is there a away uniform, a white jersey with red pants with the yellow stripes around the shoulder and a red stripe around the shoulder going down the pants leg? Nothing much to choose from here in their franchise anyway, but no doubt these are the best uniforms of their franchise. As for Las Vegas / Oakland / Los Angeles Raiders, whatever you want to call them these days, that their jersey, their home and away jersey are actually the best all-time uniform for their franchise. Is the Raiders. Is there any more I can say? As for the Los Angeles Chargers, they were known as the San Diego Chargers because in 2007 they had the best all-time franchise uniform. Was the dark navy blue jersey with the white pants with a big navy blue stripe down it with a lightning bolt, with a brand new white helmet with a bolt on it with navy blue as an outline stroke. Those were some great uniforms, and they wore them all the way till 2013. Those were the uniforms that defy Phillip Rivers in the later years of LaDainian Tomlinson and Antonio Gates. For the LA Rams, best all-time uniform is like from 1973 through 2000. The only thing I will say, the greatest show on turf. They had the best uniforms, and they are the best all-time uniform for the Rams. When you think about the Miami Dolphins, you think about their 1972 undefeated season and won the Super Bowl that year. And let me say, they had the best all-time uniform when they have the old-school Dolphin on there, and also they had all white jersey, white pants with the orange and green stripes going down them and the outline of orange around the numbers. Guys, this was signature of the Don Shula era. Before there was even a Randy Moss and a Dante Culpepper, we had the Minnesota Vikings, are called the Purple Man-Eaters, and their uniform back in 1961 through 1995, they had some great uniforms. Purple, but it had big blocks of yellow, white, and dark purple stripes, and going down the pants was a purple stripes and yellow in the middle. It was the epitome of the Purple People Eaters. A lot of people will agree with me that the New England Patriots best all-time uniform is back in 1982 through 1994 with a white helmet with the Patriot in an offensive lineman stance and a red jersey with white and blue stripe and a white pants with a red stripe down the middle. Man, those are good looking uniforms. They did not have the best records using those uniforms, but when Tom Brady wore those uniforms for the first time, everybody went crazy, and it was a great look. The New Orleans Saints didn't always have the best uniforms and the best matching with the gold, black, and white, but the 2016 alternate jerseys with all white with the gold numbers with the black stroke around them, those are right now the best all-time jerseys for the New Orleans Saints. It actually makes it great with the gold numbers with a black outline. It makes everything looks great. From 1981 through 1999, when you see the home jerseys of the New York Giants, you automatically think of Lawrence Taylor, and let me say, that's the best all-time uniform for the New York Giants. For the Jets, Jets, their best all-time uniform was the simple logo on the helmet, was all white from the helmet all the way to the shoes, all white with a green stripe on the sleeves and going down the pants. It was the classic uniform for the Jets. It reminds you of Joe Namath. As for the Philadelphia Eagles, we all will agree to this. The best all-time uniform is actually the Kelly Green uniforms from 1980s through 2003. Home uniforms. They actually look pretty well, and they remind you of the good old days with Randall Cunningham. The Pittsburgh Steelers, well, they never really had a change throughout the years of the franchise. Their home and away jerseys are iconic to the NFL, not only to the franchise, but their home jersey from 1970s all the way through the present day. They're actually very iconic, and they are the best all-time uniform for the franchise. The San Francisco 49ers actually had great concepts over the years for their uniforms, but nothing can beat their all-time best uniform is when 1963 through 1993, their home red uniforms. Although you can say it's about their 4 Super Bowl wins with Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. Everybody that's an NFL fan wanted these jerseys to come back as a permanent home jersey for the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, we're talking about the 1983 through 1990 home blue uniforms with the silver helmet. Man, those are iconic, and it's very popular through today's time for throwback uniforms. They had it all with that uniform. It looked freaking slick with the Seahawk on the sleeves, the silver pants, the blue jersey, the silver helmet with the old school Seahawk. Man, let me say this, that is the best all-time jersey for the franchise. As for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all I gotta say is creamsicles. As for the Tennessee Titans / the Houston Oilers, over the years they had some great uniform concepts, including from 1999 through 2016 with the white helmet with the logo and the dark blue jerseys with the light blue shoulders and the white pants. It actually looked great. It reminds me of the Steve McNair and the Eddie George and the Derek Mason days, but nothing compared to this best all-time jersey from 1975 through 1980 blue away uniforms of the Houston Oilers with the white helmet with a gray or light blue face mask with the Oiler logo on it, and also the blue away jersey with the red stripe, white stripe, and the blue stripe, and a white pants with the red and blue stripes down the pants. That was an iconic look. When you're talking about the Houston Oilers, you remind yourself of Bum Phillips and Earl Campbell. And last but not least, the Washington Commanders, used to be called the Washington Redskins. Well, the crazy thing is, the best uniform is when 1991 through 2007, the white top away uniform with the red pants was actually a pretty good look for the Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders. And it reminds you of Joe Gibbs, not really about Jason Campbell or Clinton Portis. As for the end of this video, uniforms are important for the identity of the franchise and the team. No matter how bad your team is or how much success you have, it's all about the look you present to your franchise.